chromatic. Now that's a whole different ball of wax there. That gives you kind of a, I think this is a little more spicy, I think. This is more sweet and high. Okay, and so one other thing I want to mention is when you go to your 4 chord, there's lots of ways you can land on that, sorry, the 5 chord. 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5. There's a couple ways you can land on that, many different ways. One way I like to do it is the way we just did it, which is kind of finalizes it, right? You feel the tension there, the 5 chord, sends you back to your 1. Another way, rhythmically, is now I'm getting into some big city blues, right? So what I tend to do is if I'm starting out a blues and I'm just going like, whatever, singing some blues, nothing but a good man feeling bad. And I'm playing along, and it's the first verse is kind of not a lot going on musically. Kind of letting the song just groove. And I'm getting through my first verse, and then I'm down to my 4 chord. And then I might want to build up for that second verse. And here's how I would do that. Maybe I go to a solo here. Down to a whisper. Drama. Space. Very important in the blues. And any of you guys who've seen B.B. King or any of those great blues guys, I've noticed they're the masters of from a roar to a whisper. And I've talked about this, in many of my courses, including the electric ones, but especially in acoustic. It's just you and your guitar. You got to make it spiky. You got to create some space. You got to create some dynamics. And so I think dynamics are really, really important, especially when you're playing acoustic blues. Because if you're just playing the same thing, kind of the same volume, same style, same amount of notes, it just kind of goes nowhere. And that's not what the blues is about. The blues is about emotion. It's about feeling. It's about being authentic with your playing and digging in and meaning it. If I'm gonna believe what you're singing, there's got to be some rise and fall to it. So I think that's the drama of the blues. That's the drama of music, essentially. In my mind. So that's basically concludes this lesson. And then I'm now gonna go deeper into this stuff and go into more chordal stuff because I want you guys to be able to do more than just that's cool or even this. But I'd like to get into more, what makes the blues, I think, interesting is when you get into the stuff like this. Because as a one-man band, which essentially we are when we're playing acoustic guitar alone, you want to have some flavor and some color going. And then you want to go some alternate chords, too. That kind of stuff. So we're going to get into that in the next chapter, and we're going to also explore all the different kinds of blues because